Detained criminal suspects, prior to police questioning, must be informed of their constitutional right to an attorney and against self-incrimination. States aren't allowed to ban abortion. If you want to burn a flag, you'll be protected by the Constitution. Because it violates the amendment against cruel and unusual punishment, if states rule that someone is mentally retarded, they cannot be executed by the death penalty. Don't put the children to death. Everyone has the right to trial by jury. No praying during graduation at public schools. The National Firearms Act, as applied to transporting in interstate commerce a 12-gauge shotgun with a barrel less than 18 inches long, without having registered it and without having in his possession a stamp affixed written order for it, was not unconstitutional as an invasion of the reserved powers of the states and did not violate the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution. Schools can search students' belongings. Banning my handgun and requiring my other firearms to be stored, unloaded, or locked was unconstitutional. If I want to drug test your student who is really interested in playing sports at school, then I can. The First Amendment's protection of press freedom does not give a reportorial privilege in court. If I'm going to trial, I can have an attorney. Cruel and unusual punishment does not apply to corporal punishment in public schools. Do not even think about praying in school, okay? I do not care if it is being quiet for a minute. You can't do it. Students can express themselves in school to a point. If you're a business establishment, you can't not admit people because they're the girls. If you gain evidence through unreasonable search and seizure, it cannot be used in the trial. Any manual recount of votes seeking to meet the December 12th safe harbor deadline would be unconstitutional under the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. If you put the garbage on the curb, people can look through it. It's unconstitutional if you don't read the rights to the kids. I can do a random drug test on my students if I want to, who want to play athletics. Newspapers can't be sued for libel in state court for making false statements about an official or the conduct of a public official because they don't know what happened. I have a dream that one day my children will go to school together, regardless of the color of their skin, and that they be judged by the content of their character. If you violate the No-No Square Act, you cannot be killed. The First Amendment prohibited the government from restricting independent political expenditures by a non-profit corporation. The Racial Integrity Act of 1924 is unconstitutional because it violates the 14th Amendment's Equal Protection Clause. It's not okay if it is a threat to armed forces during the war. State juries don't have to reach a unanimous vote even though federal courts do. Prohibiting guns near schools has nothing to do with economic activity.